Ladies and gentlemen, today is senior day for Tusculum baseball as the Pioneers will honor 11 student athletes who will be playing in their final game at Pioneer Park. This year's class has amassed 116 victories, including two 30-win seasons. Last year's club established a new Southland Conference single-season record with 25 league victories. And over the years, they have honored us with their talent and hard work, both on the diamond and in the classroom, but today we honor them. Our first senior is Gunnar Becker. Gunnar has an 11-6 record on the mound where he has pitched in 118 innings. With 4 complete games, he has posted 85 strikeouts and has a 4.72 ERA. He garnered all conference honors last season and was on pace to do so in 2020 when he was off to a 3-0 start with a 1.17 ERA before COVID shortened the season. He has shined off the field as well, where he is a member of the SAC Commissioners Honor Roll and the AD Honor Roll. He is the son of Features Becker from Grove City, Pennsylvania, Gunnar Becker. Our next senior is Austin Collins. Austin has been one of the veterans of the Tusculum program where he has battled injuries. He recorded 13 appearances in his first TU season when he went 2-1 with a save. He has made 16 career appearances and 1 start in his career. He is majoring in accounting and the son of Richie and Jill Collins. From Greenville, Austin Collins. Our next senior is Lewis Ezra. Lewis is completing his 3rd season with the Pioneers, where he's seen most of his time at first base. In his 93 games at Tusculum, he has totaled 86 hits, including 21 doubles, 10 home runs with 62 RBI. In 2020, he garnered SAC and Southeast Region Player of the Week honors. He is majoring in sport management and is son of Lewis Ezra from Miami Lakes, Florida. Lewis Ezra. Our next senior is Harbor Jefferson. Harbor has appeared in 40 games on the mound, including 18 starts, where he has a 9-7 record and a 5.45 career ERA. He has recorded 79 strikeouts in his 107 innings of work. He graduated from Tusculum last spring while majoring in business administration, where he was a member of the SAC Commissioners Honor Roll and the AD Honor Roll. He is the son of Mike and Jody Jefferson. From Cleveland, Tennessee, Harbor Jefferson. Our next senior is Ryan Kavulik. Ryan has been a staple in the program for the past 3 seasons, but due to injuries, he has not seen much action until this year. His first Tusculum hit was a grand slam home run. He is majoring in entrepreneurship and management and is a member of the SAC Commissioners Honor Roll and the AD Honor Roll. And he is the son of Wendy and Dave Kavulik. From McCall, Michigan, Ryan Kavulik. Our next senior is Sam Lowe. Sam has recorded 23 appearances in his 3 seasons with the Pioneers, where he has posted a 5.55 ERA with 54 strikeouts and a 4-4 record with a save. He worked his way into the weekend rotation this year, where he has made 7 starts. He is majoring in sport management, the son of Jeff and Annie Lowe from Binghamton, New York. Sam Lowe. Drew Miller. The most senior member of this year's class, Drew has made 11 career appearances on the mound, including 9 this season, where he has a 4.91 ERA with 15 strikeouts in just 11 innings. He graduated from Tusculum last year while majoring in sports science, where he was a member of the SAC Commissioners Honor Roll and the AD Honor Roll. He is son of Roger Miller and Julie Voss from Morrisville, North Carolina. Drew Miller. Justin Parker. Justin has appeared in 32 career games while Tusculum, including a team-leading 16 this season. He has a 5-6 record with 2 saves, 55 strikeouts, and a 3.44 ERA. He is majoring in business marketing and management, is a member of the SAC Commissioners Honor Roll, the AD Honor Roll, and is a 2-time recipient of the D2 ADA Academic Achievement Award. He is the son of Mark and Dale Parker. From Huntsville, Alabama, Justin Parker. Jaden Stiegel. His 4 years with the Pioneers, Jaden has played in 115 career games in the infield where he has totaled 95 hits, including 12 doubles, 2 triples, and 6 home runs. He also has 58 RBI and has scored 90 runs, stolen 20 bases, and walked 71 times. In 2020, he was named SAC Player of the Week and was a preseason all-conference selection last year. He is majoring in sport management, the son of Derek and Crystal Stiegel. Hiram, Georgia, Jaden Stiegel. Kyle Williams. Since transferring to Sierra College, Kyle has shined in the Tusculum outfield, where he has played in 68 games. He has 50 hits, including 8 doubles, 1 triple, and a grand slam, which took place earlier this week. He has posted 21 stolen bases, scored 37 runs, and has driven in 31 RBI. He also has 6 outfield assists in his career, including 5 this season. He is majoring in accounting, the son of Kyle Williams and Stephanie Walzak from Yuba City, California. Kyle Williams. And our final senior is Tyler Harmon. Tyler will be making his 19th career appearance this year. Today, Tyler has posted a 5.20 ERA, where he has a 6-2 record in his 15 career starts. He has accounted for 75 strikeouts and has 64 innings on the mound. He is a member of the AD Honor Roll while majoring in mathematics. He is the son of Philip and Courtney Harmon. From Huntsville, Alabama, Tyler Harmon. Ladies and gentlemen, join me in a round of applause for the Tusculum Baseball Class of 2022.
And a very pleasant good afternoon. Welcome to Pioneer Park on the campus of Tusculum University in Greenville, Tennessee for South Atlantic Conference baseball action today as the Pioneers host the Wingate University Bulldogs. I'm Jim Miller. Glad you could join us along the Pioneer Sports Network today. Our producer this afternoon is Aaron Fudge. This will be a single 9-inning game between the Pioneers and the Bulldogs. Wingate winning both games of yesterday's doubleheader, 20-6 in the opener and 5-4 in game number 2, as Wingate improved its record to 37-5 overall, 17-2 in the South Atlantic Conference. Tusculum, meanwhile, at 5-15 in the conference, 16-25 overall. Wingate will be sending Mitch Ferris to the mound, making a spot start today. Ferris has pitched out of the bullpen exclusively in his first 14 appearances of the season. The lefty will be opposed by right-hander Tyler Harmon, who will get the start for the Pioneers this afternoon. Tusculum honored its 11 seniors prior to the start of today's game, as they had their senior day ceremonies, which you saw just a few moments ago. Several of those seniors will be in the starting lineup today for Tusculum, including Harmon. Tusculum looking to finish the home schedule on a positive note. The Pioneers playing their final home game of the season today. Pioneers have lost 4 of their last 5 here at Red Edmonds Field, or Pioneer Park. We were at Red Edmonds Field yesterday for softball. We're all over the place right now on the Pioneer Sports Network. 4 straight losses for the Pioneers. Tusculum will try and get the victory today on senior day, send the seniors out in style. The Pioneers will play their final 5 games of the season on the road. Non-conference games at King and UVA Wise next Tuesday and Wednesday, and then a 3-game series at Catawba to finish the conference schedule next week. Coaches Jeff Gregory from Wingate and Brandon Steele from Tusculum going over the ground rules with today's umpires. Adam Ullman will be calling balls and strikes. Trevor Hinson will be at first base, and Michael Fowler will be umpiring at third base today. Starting lineups for Wingate, they will lead off with Andrew Motzinger, the left fielder. Michael Dansky, the shortstop, will hit second. Logan McNeely, the catcher, hits third. Mitch Ferris will be the pitcher and DH and bat fourth. Grayson Chapman, the right fielder, hits fifth. Brett Adams, the first baseman, bats sixth. Seaver King at second base hits seventh. Isaiah Williams-Wren at third base hits eighth. And Justin Guy, the center fielder, will bat ninth. Tusculum's starting lineup today, Ryan DeSantos will lead off in right field. Rudy Fernandez at second base bats second. Zane Keener, the left fielder, hits third. Christian Ortega at third base bats fourth. Ryan Kavulik, the designated hitter, will hit fifth. Louis Ezra at first base bats sixth. Zach Brunette, the shortstop, hits seventh. Batting eighth is the catcher Blaze McCauley, and batting ninth in center field is Kyle Williams. That'll be the lineup behind right-hander Tyler Harmon. Overcast skies today here in East Tennessee. Temperatures in the mid-60s, but no chance of rain. There was some showers overnight. They pushed the start time back 1 hour out of concern for the weather. Also give the teams a little bit of an extra breather here after playing a doubleheader into last night. Last night's second game did not end until about 9:45, so they gave the teams a little extra time, knowing that there was a possibility that the field might need a little extra work, but everything looks great today. And we will have no problems getting this third game of this series in. Wingate looking behind them in the standings. The only team that can catch them in the standings at the moment is Newberry. They are 2.5 games behind at 15-5 in the conference. Newberry today is playing a single game against Catawba, and that game started at 1 o'clock. And currently, that game, waiting for the update here on the score of that contest, and Newberry has the lead on Catawba 2-0. They are in the top of the second inning today at Newberry. Other action today around the South Atlantic Conference. Limestone is playing a doubleheader at UVA Wise. And they were scheduled to start at noon today. And it is 1-1. Wise and Limestone tied in the fourth inning. Also today, Lenore Ryan leads Carson Newman 5-0. They are in the sixth. Lincoln Memorial 1-0 lead on Coker. They're in the third inning in game one of that doubleheader. Also, first pitch at 2 o'clock will be Anderson at Queens. Mars Hill has the weekend off. And Tusculum will take the field here momentarily as Tyler Harmon leads his Infield out. He'll be making his 5th start of the season. His last start was a gem against Carson Newman on Sunday. And we'll tell you about that following our national anthem. Our national anthem prior to the start of baseball action today between Wingate and Tusculum. Tyler Harmon gets a start for the Pioneers, making his 5th start of the season. It's his 7th appearance overall. A 2-0 record, a 1.86 earned run average, 19 1/3 innings, 19 hits, just 4 earned runs. He's walked 12 and struck out 22, and opponents are hitting .250 against Harmon, the senior out of Huntsville, Alabama, by way of Motlow State. His last appearance was a masterpiece against Carson Newman. He went the distance in a 7-inning, 2-1 victory over the Eagles. Allowed 5 hits and a run, walked 3, struck out 8, as the Pioneers got that win. Tusculum is 3-1 in Harmon's last 4 starts, including wins over Coker and Lee. He got a no decision in a 7-6 loss to West Georgia back on April the 2nd. Harmon in his career, 6-2 record, a 5.20 ERA, making his 16th career start for the Pioneers. His defense around the outfield will be Zane Keener in left, Kyle Williams in center, Ryan DeSantos in right. Around the infield, Christian Ortega is at third, Zach Brunette the shortstop, Rudy Fernandez at second, and Luis Ezra at first base, with Blaze McCauley doing the catching for Tyler Harmon. The Pioneers playing their final home game of the season today. Also, this is the 18th game that Tusculum has played this season against a ranked team. Tusculum's record in those games, let's do some quick math here, 7-10 in those first 17 games. So not quite, probably about 40% of the schedule has been played against ranked opponents this year. So it's been a tough slate, and they'll get possibly another one this weekend. Well, Catawba's not ranked, but Catawba always a very tough team as well coming up next weekend. We're ready to go as Andrew Motzinger stands in the box and takes strike one right at 2 o'clock on the dot. Motzinger hitting .409, 4 home runs, 33 runs batted in. Harmon always works from the stretch. Motzinger, a junior out of Charlotte, swings and misses. The balls and 2 strikes to count to Motzinger. Yesterday, in the doubleheader, Motzinger 3 for 8 with 5 runs scored and 3 runs batted in. If he gets on base, he has stolen 17 bases this season. The 0-2 pitch is low and away. One ball and 2 strikes to count. The 1-2 pitch. Fastball called strike 3. Motzinger goes down looking, one down here in the first. Wingate has scored 4 runs in the first inning in each of the first 2 games of this series. Michael Dansky, the shortstop, will bat. Dansky hitting .302, 5 home runs, 31 runs batted in. Dansky, a sophomore out of Charlotte. And the first pitch to him is a breaking ball in there for a strike. One strike the count to Dansky. Harmon's pitch. Low and in. 1 ball, 1 strike. One on the count to Michael Dansky, who was 4 for 6 with 5 RBIs in Game 1 of yesterday's doubleheader. He's down in the count here, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Dansky was 0 for 4 in Game 2. Stretch by Harmon. The 1-2 pitch. Low and in, 2-2. 2 balls and 2 strikes to count to Dansky. Harmon. The 2-2. Swing and a foul tip. No, it's through the catcher. Goes to the backstop. And that'll be a strikeout. And Dansky reaches base. Dansky swings and misses. He strikes out, but he'll take first base.
With 1 out, the catcher, number 18, Logan McNeely.
See how that's scored. In any case, the catcher Logan McNeely comes to the plate. McNeely hitting .373, 4 home runs, 32 runs batted in. McNeely caught Game 1 yesterday. It was 2 for 4 with 2 RBIs. And that's a called strike. Strikeout wild pitch, officially. McNeely, a senior, 6'1", 205 pounds, out of Shelby, North Carolina. Harmon with the pitch. Called strike, snap throw to first, and back safely on the dive is Dansky. Dansky has 5 stolen bases in 7 attempts. Nothing in 2, the count to McNeely. The pitch is way outside. One ball and 2 strikes, the count to Logan McNeely. One two is breaking ball over the head of McNeely, 2-2. Two and two the count to McNeely. Harmon's pitch is skied foul. Two balls and 2 strikes to count to McNeely. Harmon with the stretch. Throw over to first. Back safely standing is Dansky. Two-two pitch, just off the plate, 3-2. 3 balls and 2 strikes to count to Logan McNeely. Harmon with the stretch. Runner does not go. The 3-2 pitch is a called strike 3 on the outside corner. Third strikeout of the inning for Harmon. And the pitcher, Mitch Ferris, will come to the plate. Ferris hitting .415, 9 home runs, 40 runs batted in. Ferris in Game 1 yesterday, 3 for 7 with 5 runs batted in, including a pair of doubles. He was 0 for 4 with 2 strikeouts in Game 2. First pitch is skied into shallow left center field. Keener on the run, and he's there, and he makes the catch. And Tusculum gets out of the first inning unscathed for the first time this weekend. No runs, no hits, and 1 left. After half inning of play, it is Tusculum nothing and Wingate nothing on the Pioneer Sports Network. We got the bottom of the first inning. No score between Tusculum and Wingate. It's Mitch Ferris getting the start on the mound. Ferris is sophomore out of Palm Harbor, Florida, making his first start of the season. He's 5-1 out of the bullpen in 14 appearances, a 3.65 ERA. 24 2/3 innings, 18 hits, 10 earned runs, 12 walks, 37 strikeouts, and opponents hitting .202 against Mitch Ferris. The Pioneers will come to bat here in the bottom of the first inning. Wingate got 4 in the first in Game 1 yesterday and 4 in the first in Game 2. Tusculum was not led in either of the 2 games. So Wingate built leads of 13-3 in game number 1. They won 20-6. Then they had a 5-0 lead in the 6th inning in Game 2. The Pioneers got a run in the 6th and then 3 in the 7th on a 3-run home run by Christian Ortega. Before Wingate was able to nail down the victory, not before things got interesting in that bottom of the 7th inning. Ryan DeSantos will lead it off for the Pioneers. DeSantos hitting .307, no home runs, 7 runs batted in. DeSantos 2 for 8 in this series. First pitch from Ferris is low for a ball. DeSantos, 6'2", 185-pound junior out of Mississauga, Ontario. Making his 22nd start of the season. And that's called strike as he's moved into the lineup here with the injury to Wes Reynolds. Pioneers have been banged up all season long. Shows bunt, takes a strike, 1-2. Tusculum's pitching staff has been healthy, but the batters have been injured. Zach Wilson, the shortstop, has been out of the lineup. Also, Reynolds has missed time. Pioneers trying to mix and match some position players here. DeSantos has actually settled in and done a nice job. Tyler Raynell got his shot and did well, and then he went down with an injury, and he's trying to find some at-bats again. Swing and a miss as DeSantos is down swinging for the first out. And Rudy Fernandez will come to the plate. Fernandez hitting .269, 3 home runs, 14 runs batted in. Fernandez started second base in both games of yesterday and went 2 for 4 in each game. As Fernandez's average has been climbing. Fernandez, junior out of Russellville, Alabama, and he checks his swing and fouls it into the netting behind the Tusculum dugout, 1 strike. Fernandez hitting .385 this month, 15 for 39 with 3 home runs. All 3 of his home runs were hit here in 3 consecutive games. He got 1 pitch, is skied to center field. Guy has it lined up and makes the catch for the second out. 2 up and 2 down here in the bottom half of the first. And Zane Keener will step to the plate. Keener hitting .336. He's hit 8 home runs and knocked in 33. Keener hit a 3-run home run in the first inning of Game 1 yesterday. Has only hit in the first game. He went 2 for 3 in Game 2. Keener, the sophomore out of Knoxville, the first pitch to him is a called strike. Keener making his 38th start of the season. He's also been hit by a pitch 14 times. Beaten foul at the plate off his foot. Good balls and 2 strikes to count to Zane Keener. Ferris with the stretch. 0-2. Swing and a miss. 2 strikeouts in the first inning as Ferris strikes out both lefties. And we're through an inning. It's Wingate and Tusculum scoreless on the Pioneer Sports Network. We go to the top of the second inning. No score between Tusculum and Wingate. As both teams went down in order, or went down without a hit in the first inning. Tyler Harmon struck out 3 batters in that first inning. And he'll go to work here in the second inning against the right fielder Grayson Chapman. Chapman hitting .333 with 3 home runs, 16 runs batted in. Chapman, the junior out of Stony Point, North Carolina, by way of UNC Greensboro. Chapman was 2 for 4 with 2 runs scored in Game 1, 2 for 4 in Game 2 yesterday. First pitch from Harmon is called strike. Next pitch is a breaking ball, swung on and missed, strike 2. No balls and 2 strikes to count to Chapman leading off the second. He'll be followed by Adams and King. Harmon's 0-2 pitch is in the dirt, 1-2. Newberry leads Catawba 5-0 in the third inning at Newberry. Stretch by Harmon. 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Harmon with 4 strikeouts here in the early going. 1 down here in the second. And Brett Adams will bat. Adams hitting .321, 2 home runs, 17 runs batted in. Adams, the sophomore out of Charlotte. Adams pitched in game number 1 yesterday, 2 innings and gave up a run. Played first base in game 2, was 0 for 3. Lenore Ryan leads Carson Newman 7-0, bottom of the 6th inning. Coker and Lincoln Memorial tied at 1 in the 4th. Harmon's next pitch is on the corner, 1 ball and 1 strike. Stretch and the 1-1 pitch. Line to right field, and DeSantos will play it on a hop. First hit of the game goes to Brett Adams. He's a 1-out base runner for Seaver King, the second baseman. King hitting .378, 2 home runs, and 19 runs batted in. King, a freshman out of Athens, Georgia. 3 for 4 with 2 runs scored and 2 RBIs in game 1 yesterday, 2 for 3 in game 2. UVA Wise leads Limestone 2-1 in the 5th inning in game 1 of their doubleheader. First pitch to King is a called strike. Stretch and the 0-1. Breaking ball off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. The other game today, Anderson is at Queens. This breaking ball is fouled at the plate. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count to King. Stretch by Harmon, and the pitch. Bounced to third, it's a foul ball, fielded by Ortega. One ball and 2 strikes to count to King. Isaiah Williams-Rem, the third baseman, on deck. Harmon with the pitch. Runner started and stopped, but a swing and a miss by King. He's down on strikes. 5th strikeout already for Tyler Harmon. 2 outs here in the second. And Isaiah Williams-Rem, the third baseman, will bat. Williams-Rem hitting .333, a home run, 19 runs batted in for the sophomore out of Greensboro. He was 2 for 5 with 2 RBIs in game 1 yesterday, 0 for 2 with a walk in game 2. First pitch from Harmon is high, a ball and no strikes. Adams, a runner at first base, 1 stolen base this season. Harmon comes set, and the pitch. Line to third, caught by Ortega. Ortega reaches up and makes the catch for the out to end the inning. A hit for the Bulldogs and one left. Middle of the second. No score between Tusculum and Wingate on the Pioneer Sports Network.
Once again, fans, just a reminder that pets are not allowed on the Tusculum University campus. Only medically approved service animals are allowed on the campus, and this includes Pioneer Park. We thank you in advance for your cooperation.
You go to the bottom of the second inning with Tusculum and Wingate no score. It'll be Ortega, Kavulik, and Ezra for the Pioneers here in the second against Mitch Ferris, who had 2 strikeouts in the first inning. Christian Ortega leading off for the Pioneers. Ortega hitting .266, 8 home runs, 23 runs batted in. Ortega 2 for 7 in yesterday's doubleheader, including a 3-run home run in the 7th to make it a 5-4 game. He grounds this one in the hole, stopped on the dive by Dansky. He'll have no play. It'll be an infield single for Christian Ortega, first hit of the game for the Pioneers. Ortega's leadoff base runner here in the second. That'll bring up Ryan Kavulik, the designated hitter. Kavulik hitting .214. He's 3 for 14. A home run, 5 runs batted in. Home run, his first career hit, which was a grand slam home run against King on March the 30th. Ortega has 1 stolen base this season. Kavulik showing bunt. Takes high for a ball. One ball and no strikes to count to Kavulik, the grad student out of Macomb, Michigan, among those honored before today's game. The 1-0 pitch. High, 2 balls and no strikes. Two 2-0 the count to Ryan Kavulik. Pitch fouled away at the plate off the catcher McNeely. 2-1. Two balls and 1 strike the count to Ryan Kavulik. Ferris's pitch called strike. 2-1. Two balls, 1 strike to count to Kavulik. Lewis Ezra, the first baseman, waits on deck. Ferris's pitch, breaking ball, up and away, 3-1. 3 balls and a strike to count to Ryan Kavulik. Ferris with 3-1. Inside corner. I thought it was 3-1. I guess it was 3-2, and that's strike 3. Missed a pitch. Called strike. 3rd strikeout for Ferris. Lewis Ezra will come to the plate. Ezra hitting .269, 5 home runs, 19 runs batted in. Ezra 2 for 7 in yesterday's doubleheader, the senior out of Miami Lakes, Florida. First pitch from Ferris is lined to center field. Guy charging, still charging, and he plays it on a hop, and it gets past him. Ortega is on his way to third. It's backed up by the left fielder, Montzinger, and the throw comes in, and runners will be at second and third. Ball was hit on a line to center field, and Guy charged it, and it skipped past him. See how that one is scored. That may be a hit and an error. It is. Agree with that. So Ezra gets a single. He'll take second base on the fielding error by Justin Guy. So Tusculum has runners at second and third with 1 out for Zach Brunette, the shortstop. Brunette hitting .243, no home runs, 4 runs batted in, his 8th start of the season, the junior out of Commerce Township, Michigan. Wingate with the infield back. Pitch. Called strike. 1 strike the count to Zach Brunette. Ferris with the stretch. And the pitch. Pop foul out of play. No balls and 2 strikes the count to Zach Brunette. On deck is the catcher, Blaze McCauley. Stretch, the 0-2. Line foul. Up and off the backstop and back behind the plate. Still no balls and 2 strikes to Brunette. Nothing in 2, the count, the pitch. In the dirt, 1-2. One ball and 2 strikes to count to Brunette. Ferris comes set. It's 1-2. In the dirt again, 2-2. Two balls and 2 strikes to count to Brunette. The pitch. Low and in, and it's full count. Ferris does have a base open, but Brunette, kind of hitter you just would go after here. Three and 2 the count. The pitch. Swing and a miss. 4th strikeout for Mitch Ferris, and there's 2 outs here in the second. And Blaze McCauley will step to the plate. McCauley hitting .218, no home runs, 10 runs batted in for the junior out of Dacula, Georgia. McCauley in yesterday's doubleheader, 1 for 4 in game 1, 0 for 3 in game 2. The first pitch is a called strike. 1 strike the count to Blaze McCauley. Pop foul out of play. No balls and 2 strikes. Ortega led off the inning with an infield single. Then with 1 out, Ezra singled to center, and both runners advanced Well, the fielding error by the center fielder Guy, but in strikeout of Brunette. And now McCauley down in the count 0-2. The stretch and the pitch. Just off the plate. 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. One and two the count. The pitch. Swing and a miss. 5th strikeout for Ferris. And the Pioneers leave 2 in scoring position. We're through 2 innings. It's Tusculum and Wingate scoreless on the Pioneer Sports Network. We're at the top of the 3rd inning. No score between Tusculum and Wingate. Tusculum with 2 hits so far. Wingate with 1. All 3 were singles. Bulldogs will be at the bottom of the order. Justin Guy will lead it off. Guy hitting .264, a home run, 28 runs batted in for the senior out of Greensboro. Guy 1 for 3 in both games yesterday. He had 2 RBIs in game number 1. Tyler Harmon has thrown 30 pitches so far through 2 innings. He has struck out 5. And the first pitch is a called strike. And the Wingate bench, a little chirp after that call. Nothing to 1 the count to Guy. The pitch off the plate, 1-1. Nice crowd here today at Pioneer Park. The rain's held off. It's senior day, so a lot of senior parents are here on this Easter weekend. Wingate always brings some fans as well. 1-1 pitch is bounced up the middle. Brunette can't knock it down as it goes into center field. Guy with the big turn. Williams returns it to the infield, and Guy has a base hit to start the 3rd. And that'll cycle around to the top of the order, the left fielder, Andrew Motzinger. Motzinger struck out looking his first time up. Guy on the base paths this season, 5 steals in 8 attempts. Stretch by Harmon. And the pitch, bunt. The pitch is over the batter for a ball. One ball and no strikes to count to Motzinger. Throw over to first. A little bit of a high throw. Ezra snags it. The tag is late. Stretch And the 1-0 pitch coming. Bunt shown again. He gets it down to third. Ortega throws across to Ezra for the out. 5-3 on the sacrifice. And Guy takes second with one out for the shortstop, Michael Dansky.
Shortstop, number 2, Michael Dansky.
Dansky struck out swinging his first time up, but reached first on a wild pitch. And he was left there. First pitch to him, low, 1 ball, no strikes. We get his 4 lefties in their lineup. 3 of them stacked in a row. Tusculum only has 1 left-handed pitcher on its staff. Drew Miller pitched yesterday, faced 2 batters, gave up 2 hits. Burnett in behind the runner as the pitch is taken for a ball. 2 balls and no strikes. Two and 0 the count to Dansky. Harmon with the stretch and the pitch. Sky to left center field. Keener on the run towards the alley, makes the catch. Tagging at second is Guy, and he will move on to third base. Nice play out there in left by Zane Keener, who tracked it down near the warning track for the second out. So Guy takes third, and Logan McNeely will bat. McNeely struck out looking his first time up. Two outs here in the third, with the runner at third base. And the first pitch from Harmon is in there for a strike. Stretch and the 0-1 to McNeely is a breaking ball. Harmon off the mound to field it. His throw onto first is a little bit high, but Ezra with good footwork to make the grab and hold the bag for the out. So the leadoff single turns into nothing for Wingate. We're through 2.5 innings. No score between Tusculum and Wingate on the Pioneer Sports Network. Into the bottom of the third inning, no score between Tusculum and Wingate. Mitch Ferris has struck out 5 through 2 innings, allowed a pair of hits. No bullpen activity for either team at the moment. And for the Pioneers, leading off the bottom of the third inning will be the center fielder Kyle Williams. Williams hitting .253, a home run, and 15 runs batted in. That home run was a grand slam at Mars Hill on Tuesday in a 6-5 loss. Williams is senior, 5'9", 170 pounds, out of Yuba City, California. Williams 2 for 3 in game 1 yesterday, 0 for 3 in game 2 with an RBI. Swings and misses at the first pitch from Ferris. Next pitch, bunted. Ferris off the mound quickly, fumbles it, throws on to first, safe. Expect that will probably be a bunt single, and it is. Anytime you expect the pitcher to make, anytime you have to try and field a bunt like that, that's tough play, and that's the right call there. Base hit for Kyle Williams, third hit of the game for the Pioneers. And Ryan DeSantos will bat. DeSantos struck out swinging his first time up. Shows bunt, takes it high for a ball. Williams, 8 stolen bases this season in 10 attempts. Leads the team with those 8 stolen bases. DeSantos has sacrificed twice this season. Joe's bunt again, bunts it foul down the third baseline. 1 ball, 1 strike. Ferris with the set and the 1-1 pitch. Bunted again, this time it's a good one. Ferris off the mound, spins and throws to first in time for the out. 1-3 on the sacrifice. And Williams takes second. And Rudy Fernandez will step in. Fernandez lined out to center field his first time up. Fernandez ready for the first pitch from Ferris. It's called strike. One strike the count to Rudy Fernandez. The 0-1 pitch. Skied to shallow right field. Chapman coming in, and he makes the catch for the out. No tag from Williams. And that's out number 2. And it'll be up to Zane Keener, who struck out swinging his first time up. So Keener will try and bring home Williams from second base with 2 outs here in the 3rd inning. Stretch. And the pitch. Sky to center field. It's into shallow right center field, and ranging out to make the catch is Seaver King for the out. Keener kind of lobbed that one. It looked like in a no man's land, but King able to get back there and make the catch for the out. No runs a hit, 1 left. We're through 3. No score between Tusculum and Wingate on the Pioneer Sports Network. Off at the top of the fourth inning, no score between Tusculum and Wingate as Tyler Harmon has allowed 2 singles so far, and he struck out 5 through 3 innings, just thrown 40 pitches. And he'll face his opposite number, Mitch Ferris. Ferris flied out to left his first time up. That ended the first inning. Ferris, Chapman, Adams due up here in the fourth. First pitch is low, 1 ball and no strikes. Wingate will play at UNC Pembroke on Tuesday. And then, as that ball is hit to first, nice stab by Ezra. He'll flip to Harmon for the out. Nice pick at first base by Lewis Ezra. And Harmon did a nice job to cover for the out, 1 down here in the fourth. And Grayson Chapman will come up. Chapman struck out his first time up. Wingate will finish their conference schedule next weekend with a 3-game home series against Mars Hill before heading to the SAC tournament the weekend of April 28th through May 2nd. The first pitch is low for a ball. Speaking of the Southland Conference, UVA Wise leads Limestone 4-1 in Game 1 of that doubleheader. Newberry 7, Catawba nothing, 4th inning. As a single game as this one's hit to second, past the glove of the second baseman Fernandez as that ball skipped up off the lip. And Fernandez almost knocked it down, but Chapman has a single. 3rd hit of the game for the Bulldogs, and Chapman's a 1-out base runner. Other scores around the conference today. Lenore Ryan leads Carson Newman 8-0. At the bottom of the 8th inning, that's a single game. Doubleheader, Game 1, Coker 3, Lincoln Memorial 1 in the bottom of the 5th. Here's Brett Adams, who singled his first time up. This pitch is outside for a ball, 1-0. Wingate currently first place at 17-2 in the conference. Pitch to Adams is bounced foul. Wingate clearly in the driver's seat to have the number 1 seed. They'll just need a couple victories between today and next weekend to do it, regardless of what Newberry does. Harmon's pitch is a breaking ball, low and outside. 2 balls and 1 strike. Lenore Ryan and LMU will battle it out for 3rd and 4th. Catawba and Queens still in that mix. Carson Newman is in 7th right now. The real battle is for 8th place, Mars Hill and Coker, separated by a half game. Bounced to the right side, it's a base hit. Chapman will make the turn, head to 3rd. Strong throw by DeSantos, the tag, and he's out at 3rd base. Great throw from right field by Ryan DeSantos on the fly, and Ortega applies the tag, and Chapman's out. Chapman looked like he wasn't sure at first if he was going to make the turn and go to 3rd. Then he did, and DeSantos nails him on the fly, 9-5 for the 2nd out. Adams still at first base. Great throw from DeSantos in right field, his 3rd assist of the season. And there's 2 outs here in the 4th. And Seaver King is the batter. It's taken low for a ball, 1-0. One ball and no strikes the count to King. Harmon's pitch. Bouncer, Harmon off the mound. He'll flip underhand to Ezra for the out. And the inning is over. Some defense from the Pioneers there in that fourth inning. Ezra with a nice play at first base. DeSantos with a nice throw from right field. And Harmon fielding his position to end the inning. No runs, 2 hits, and 1 left. We're through 3.5. It's no score between Wingate and Tusculum on the Pioneer Sports Network. Bottom of the fourth inning here at Pioneer Park. No score between Tusculum and Wingate. And the Pioneers will lead off here with Christian Ortega here in the bottom half of the fourth inning. Ortega singled his first time up on an infield single to short against Mitch Ferris. And this one is grounded foul down the third baseline. Just foul. 1 strike, the count to Ortega. Ortega, the senior out of Miami, Florida. Mitch Ferris' next pitch is swung on and missed. Strike 2. Stretch. And the 0-2 pitch. Foul tip back to the screen. Nothing in 2 the count to Christian Ortega. Off the plate, 1-2. One ball and 2 strikes to count to Christian Ortega. The pitch in the dirt, 2-2. Two balls and 2 strikes to count to Ortega, leading off the fourth inning. The pitch. Low and in, 3-2. Three balls and 2 strikes to count to Christian Ortega, leading off the fourth inning. The pitch is launched to left field. It's foul. That ball was crushed up onto the walking path behind the left field fence. If you've been here before, you know the walking path that goes behind the left field fence up on the embankment. It cleared it. Almost hit the bench that sits up there. But it's a strike. It's 3-2. lines that one foul as well. Ortega way out in front of these pitches. Three and two the count holds to Christian Ortega leading off the fourth. Ferris's pitch popped up, shallow left field. Drifting in is the left fielder Motzinger, and he'll make the catch for the out. So Ortega finally retired on a fly ball for the first out here in the fourth. And Ryan Kavulik will come to the plate. Kavulik struck out looking his first time up. Ferris at 47 pitches here in the fourth inning. Still no activity in either bullpen. First pitch is low, 1 ball and no strikes. The stretch. The 1-0. Bouncer to third, charged by Williams Rem. His throw across is in time for the out. 2 up and 2 down here in the fourth. And Ferris has retired 5 in a row. And Luis Ezra will bat. Ezra singled to center his first time up. First pitch from Ferris is a breaking ball in there for a strike. And the next pitch is also a strike, 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes to count to Luis Ezra. Ferris's pitch. Low, did he go? No. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Stretch. The 1-2. Line to third. Williams Wren knocks it down. Can't make the play. Ezra is going to be safe at first. That'll be an error on Williams Rem, who was there. Was not hit terribly hard, but he was there to make the play and didn't make it. It'll be an error, second error of the game for the Bulldogs. Ezra's on at first base for Zach Brunette, who struck out his first time up. And he bounces this one to short. And Dansky goes the short way to King for the out and the inning. No runs, no hits, an error, and 1 left. After 4 innings of play, there's no score between Tusculum and Wingate on the Pioneer Sports Network. You're in the fifth inning here between Tusculum and Wingate. No score. Glad to join us this afternoon, this Saturday afternoon of Easter weekend here on the Pioneer Sports Network. Jim Miller with you this afternoon here from Pioneer Park. As these teams have played a pitcher's duel so far through 4 innings. Game 1 at this point yesterday was 13-4 or 13-5 Wingate. Game 2 was 5-0 Wingate at this time. So the pitchers, usually as the series goes on, the pitching tends to degrade a little bit as far as the quality as you get through arms, but not here, as these 2 pitchers have pitched very well so far. Harmon's allowed 4 hits in 4 innings with 5 strikeouts. And the first batter he faces here in the 5th is the third baseman Isaiah Williams-Rem, who lined out to third his first time up. 4 hits for Wingate, 3 hits for Tusculum. Both teams have left 4. Harmon's pitch. Low and in, 2 balls and no strikes. Tusculum will start to get some bullpen activity. My guess is that it will be either Jacob Willett or Drew Slowinski. It is Slowinski. 2 balls and a strike. 2-1 the count to Williams-Rem. Harmon's pitch. Inside corner, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two and 2 the count to Williams-Rem. Harmon's pitch. Line towards second. Fernandez charges, throws on the run in time for the out. One down here in the 5th. And Justin Guy, the center fielder, comes to the plate. Guy singled his first time up. Made it as far as third base, but was stranded there. Harmon's first pitch is high, ball with no strikes. Still nobody throwing in the Wingate bullpen. There are folks down there, but nobody engaged in any baseball activity. Slowinski was stretching, but he was not throwing, and nobody has been throwing yet for Tusculum. Next pitch by Harmon is in the dirt and skips behind the plate. 2 balls and no strikes. Stretch in the pitch. Skied to center field. Williams going back towards the warning track, and he makes the catch for the out. Guy with just 1 home run this season, but he gave that one a shot to center, and Williams makes the catch for the second out. So 2 up and 2 down here in the 5th. And it'll be Andrew Motzinger for the Bulldogs as Wingate now its 3rd time through the lineup. Motzinger has struck out looking and sacrificed. First pitch is low and away for a ball. One ball and no strikes the count to Motzinger. Low, 2 balls and no strikes. So Harmon has fallen behind each of the first 3 hitters in this inning. 2 balls and no strikes. Harmon had 36 strikes, 21 balls prior to this batter. Hit to second. Fernandez stays down on it. His throw to first is in time. And despite falling behind all 3 batters 2-0, it's a 1-2-3 inning for Harmon here in the 5th. We're halfway home. It's no score between Tusculum and Wingate on the Pioneer Sports Network. Bottom of the fifth inning, still looking for our first run of the game. And Tusculum will have the 8-9-1 batters here in the fifth against Mitch Ferris. It'll be Blaze McCauley, Kyle Williams, and Ryan DeSantos due up for the Pioneers. First pitch from Ferris to McCauley is a swing and a miss, strike one. One strike to Blaze McCauley. Ferris's pitch in the dirt, 1-1 strike. Ferris now at 56 pitches. And now we start to see some activity in the Wingate bullpen. Foul tip. 1-2 strikes. Wingate undoubtedly trying to stretch out Ferris a little bit to give him the ability to give them innings in the postseason. This one's skied down the right field line, and King calls off the first baseman Adams to make the catch in foul territory for the out. One down in the fifth, and Kyle Williams will bat. Williams singled on a bunt his first time up. Was bunted to second base and left there on 2 fly balls. As Wingate knows, as a team that went all the way last year, that all hands on deck once the postseason gets here. And if you're playing 5 games in 3 days, you need as many guys to give you as many innings as they can. If Ferris can give them 5 innings and a pop, he's only thrown 24 innings and 14 appearances, so him getting stretched out like this will help them immensely, especially if he throws like this. This one is skied foul down the right field side. Adams giving a run, and he's not going to get there as it falls on the warning track just foul. Or well foul, but just out of reach. No balls and 2 strikes to count to Williams. Elsewhere in the conference, Carson Newman's kicked up a little dust. It's now 8-5 Lenore Ryan over Carson Newman. They're going to the 9th inning. Carson Newman got 5 runs in the bottom of the 8th. Coker leads Lincoln Memorial 3-2 in the bottom of the 6th, game 1 of that doubleheader at LMU. The 0-2 pitch is skied to center field. Guy has it lined up, and he will make the catch for the second out. Williams out on the liner to center, and Ryan DeSantos will bat. DeSantos has struck out and sacrificed. UVA Wise leads Limestone 5-2, bottom of the 8th at Wise in game 1 of that doubleheader. And Newberry leads Catawba 9-0 in the 6th at Newberry. Ferris with the first pitch to DeSantos. It's in there for a strike. So Catawba could be knocked out of the top 4 after this weekend, which would mean they'd have to play their way in. That'll hinge on what Lincoln Memorial does today against Coker. 1-1 pitch is fouled away, 1-2. Limestone playing today at UVA Wise, and they have the conference bye week next week. This is the end of their season. They're done after today. Well, 4-39, and can't blame them. In the dirt, 2-2. Two balls and 2 strikes to count. Wingate's 2 conference losses this season were a 1-0 game to Lincoln Memorial on March 14th in a 7-inning game, and then a 15-13 slugfest in Newberry last Saturday. This one's hit to third. Williams Rem knocks it down, recovers, throws late. Safe at first. That'll be an infield single for DeSantos, as Williams Rem had to go to his left. He picked it, it popped out of his glove, he recovered, but his throw was late. It'll be an infield single for DeSantos. 4th hit of the game for the Pioneers. And Rudy Fernandez will bat. Fernandez is lined to center and fly to right. 0 for 2. DeSantos 4 stolen bases in 5 attempts. The pitch, swing and a miss. And a pitch almost in the dirt. Ferris with the pitch. Inside, 1 ball and 1 strike. Ferris with the set. Looks the runner back, throws high, 2-1. Two balls and 1 strike, the count. Ferris with the set and the pitch. Bunted, too hard, back to Ferris. His throw to first is in time. And that'll do it for the inning. So Fernandez trying to bunt for a hit, and Ferris was equal as he makes the play. No runs, a hit, and 1 left. We're through 5. No score between Tusculum and Wingate on the Pioneer Sports Network. You know, the top of the 6th inning, still no score between Tusculum and Wingate. Both teams with 4 hits, all singles, in what has very much been a pitcher's duel to this point. Michael Dansky, the shortstop, will lead it off. Dansky struck out and was safe on a wild pitch and flied to left. He is 0 for 2. Tyler Harmon, 59 pitches through 5 innings. He struck out 5 and hasn't walked a batter. Allowed 4 hits. First pitch is outside for a ball, 1-0. Dansky, McNeely, and Farris, 2, 3, 4 hitters in the Wingate lineup here in the 6th. Harmon's pitch, called strike. One ball, one strike, the count to Dansky. Harmon's pitch, breaking ball up and away, 2-1. Two and one the count to Dansky. Harmon's pitch, low and in, 3-1. 3 balls and a strike. Now for the first time today, both teams have pitchers throwing in the bullpen. 3-1 pitch is a strike, 3-2. Three balls and 2 strikes, the count to Dansky. Harmon's pitch. Beaten in front of the plate. Harmon off the mound. He's not going to have a play. It's an infield single. Dansky didn't get much of it, but he didn't need to. He beats it out for a base hit. 5th hit of the game for Wingate. And the catcher, Logan McNeely, will come to the plate. McNeely has struck out and grounded out. Harmon with the set. And his first pitch to McNeely is a breaking ball in there for a strike. One strike to count to McNeely. Next one is golfed into left field. Keener moves under it and makes the catch for the out. McNeely out on a towering pop up to left for the first out of the 6th. And Mitch Farris, the pitcher, will bat. Farris has flied to left and grounded to first on a nice play by Lewis Ezra. First pitch is low and in for a ball, 1-0. Stretch. And the pitch. Called strike. 1 ball and 1 strike. Neither team has much experience with shutout games this season. Tusculum is 2-1 in shutouts. They did shut out LMU 3-0 back on March the 5th. Also shut out Malloy 14-0 in Game 2 of a doubleheader on February 19th. Swing and a miss, 1-2. Tusculum's only shutout loss this season was February 26th at Queens by a 10-0 score. That also a 7-inning game. All the shutouts this year for Tusculum have been in 7-inning contests. Wingate's only been involved in 1 shutout game this season. Or check that, 2, 3. Any more? They lost 1-0 to LMU in Game 2 of a doubleheader on March 14th. The 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball, called strike 3. Harmon's 6th strikeout, but his first since the 2nd inning. Ferris down looking for the 2nd out here in the 6th. And Grayson Chapman, the right fielder, will bat. Chapman has struck out and singled. Their shutout victory was a 4-0 win against Limestone on March 25th. That was a 9-inning game. And then they were shut out in a 9-inning midweek game at Francis Marion, 8-0 on April the 6th. This one is golf to right field. Dos Santos going back. He's going to have room on the edge of the warning track, and he makes the catch. As that ball got way up there, and Dos Santos hung with it as the wind taking it slightly towards center field. Chapman retired on a high fly ball for the 3rd out. A leadoff single by Dansky, and that's all in the 6th. We get to the bottom of the 6th. Still no score between Tusculum and Wingate on the Pioneer Sports Network. We get to the bottom of the 6th inning. Still no score between Tusculum and Wingate in what has been a real pitcher's duel here this afternoon. And Tusculum will have the heart of the order, 3-4-5 coming up here in the bottom half of the 6th. Zane Keener, the left fielder, will lead it off. Keener has struck out and popped up. Facing Mitch Ferris, who's thrown 70 pitches through 5 innings, allowed 4 hits, struck out 5. One ball and no strikes to count to Keener. Ferris's next pitch. Inside, 2 balls and no strikes. Two-0 is bounced to second, and King flips on to first for the out. So Keener now 0 for 3, 1 down here in the 6th. Christian Ortega will come to the plate. Ortega has singled and flied out. And we may have a pitching change here as Keener was the left-handed batter, and then we will have a pitching change. Ferris will be done, and he did a very fine job for these Wingate Bulldogs. We'll get a no decision. His final line, 5 1/3 innings, 4 hits, no runs, no walks, 5 strikeouts, 73 pitches. 52 strikes, 21 balls. Ferris is not done. He will stay in the game as a designated hitter. And we will see a right-hander come into the ballgame for Wingate. It'll be right-hander Jordan Howard. As Ferris heads to the dugout to be congratulated by his teammates. Jordan Howard, a sophomore, 6'3", 195 pounds, out of Albemarle, North Carolina. Howard making his 17th appearance, a 3-0 record with a save and a 3.71 earned run average, 26 and 2/3 innings, 21 hits, 11 earned runs, 13 walks, 32 strikeouts, and opponents hitting .219 against Jordan Howard.
Your attention, ladies and gentlemen. Now pitching for Wingate is number 44, Jordan Howard. Take the game and now the DH batting in.
So Howard will get the call here in relief in this scoreless game here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Elsewhere in the Southland Conference scoreboard, Lenore Ryan leads Carson Newman 9-5 in the bottom of the 9th inning. Coker and Lincoln Memorial tied at 3 there in the top of the 7th. UVA Wise leads Limestone 5-3. There's 2 outs in the 9th inning. Limestone has the bases loaded. And Newberry leads Catawba 9-0, top of the 7th. So Howard will come on in here for the Bulldogs. And he'll face Christian Ortega, who has singled and flied out. Ortega's last time up had a couple foul balls that were home run distance, but foul. First pitch from Howard is low for a ball, 1-0. The 1-0 pitch, called strike. The stretch by Howard, the 1-1 pitch. Low and away, 2 balls and 1 strike. Two-one pitch. Slider in there for a strike, 2-2. Two balls and 2 strikes, the count to Ortega. With 1 out here in the 6th. Bouncer up the middle. Dansky to his left. His throw across is in time for the out. 2 outs here in the 6th. And Ryan Kavulik, the designated hitter, will bat. Kavulik 0 for 2. He has struck out looking and grounded out. Howard with the stretch in the first pitch. Breaking ball for a strike. Another breaking ball, another strike, 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes. Howard's 0-2. Outside 1-2. 1-2 the count to Kavulik. Howard's pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3. That'll do it for the 6th inning. 1-2-3 go the Pioneers. We go to the 7th. No score between Tusculum and Wingate on the Pioneer Sports Network. Tyler Harmon finishing his warm-up tosses here in the top of the 7th inning. Harmon threw 6 innings, 72 pitches, 5 hits, no runs, 6 strikeouts, no walks. He will face Brett Adams, who's got 2 of the 5 hits for Wingate, singles in 2nd and the 4th. Adams, King, and Williams Rem do up for the Bulldogs here in the 7th. Still have bullpen activity in the Tusculum bullpen. Harmon's first pitch is low and away for a ball. One ball and no strikes to count to Brett Adams. Just missed for a ball. 2 balls and no strikes. Harmon with the set. 2-0. Lined foul down the right field side toward the Tusculum bullpen. And the ball will trickle out into the warning track in right field, retrieved by the Tusculum bullpen members. 2-1 the count. Harmon's pitch. Outside, 3-1. 3 balls and a strike, the count to Brett Adams. Stretch by Harmon, 3-1 pitch. Up and away, ball 4. First walk of the game for either team. Adams has reached base safely 3 times. And Seaver King, the second baseman, will come to the plate. King has struck out and grounded back to the mound. What seems like to be a obvious bunting situation. But King has not sacrificed this season. Motzinger leads the team with 7 sacrifice bunts. Not bunting, up the middle into center field, a base hit. Taking the turn at second is Adams. He's on his way to third. And Wingate has runners at the corners with nobody out. Harmon almost got that one, but it went through into center field for a base hit. Back-to-back singles, or a single, walk and a single, and runners at the corners with nobody out here in the top of the 7th. Isaiah Williams-Rem will come to the plate. Williams-Rem has lined to third and grounded to second. big trouble here for the Pioneers in the 7th. Stretch by Harmon. And the pitch hit to right center field. It's hit pretty well. It'll score a run and maybe more. It lands on the warning track in play. Scoring easily is Adams. King is around third. He will score as well. And Williams Rem with a 2-run double gives Wingate a 2-0 lead here in the 7th. And here comes Tusculum coach Brandon Steele. This may be it for Harmon, who deserved a better fate today. He pitched very well for 6 innings, but started to fall behind batters, walked a batter to lead off the 7th, and then 2 pitches, 2 hits. And just like that, it's a 2-0 ball game, and it will result in a call to the bullpen. 2-0 Wingate here in the 7th on the Pioneer Sports Network.
Ladies and gentlemen, now pitching for Tusculum, number 17, Drew Zlowinski.
New pitcher for the Pioneers here in the 7th is right-hander Drew Zlowinski. Zlowinski, the freshman, 6'4", 220 pounds out of Knoxville, making his 15th appearance of the season. 2-3 record with a save, a 3.31 earned run average, 35 in the 3rd innings, 34 hits, 13 earned runs, 15 walks, 31 strikeouts. Opponents hitting .245 against Drew Zlowinski. So Zlowinski will come in here after Harmon gets touched for 2 runs in the 7th. The runner at second base, Williams Rem, still his responsibility, as Wingate now leads at 2-1 here in the 7th. Elsewhere in the conference, Lenore Ryan leads Carson Newman 9-7 in the bottom of the 9th. Carson Newman making a run in this one. First pitch coming to Justin Guy, who has singled and flied out. Shows bunt, bunts it down the 3rd baseline. Ortega has it as throw across in time to Ezra for the out. 5-3 on the sacrifice. Moving to 3rd base is Williams Rem, where he waits with 1 out. Lenore Ryan led that game 8-0 in the bottom of the 8th. Carson Newman got 5 in the bottom of the 8th. LR got a run in the top of the 9th. Carson Newman's gotten 2 in the bottom of the 9th. They're still batting, bases loaded, 1 out. Zach Bose hit a 3-run home run his last time up, and he's up there with the bases loaded. Keep an eye on that one as the first pitch is up and in to Motzinger, who has struck out, sacrificed, and grounded out. Lenore Ryan 14-6 in the conference, currently third place. Slowinski's pitch blocked by McCauley. 2 balls and no strikes. Stretch. And the pitch. Breaking ball hit to short. Brunette looks the runner back, throws on to first in time for the out. Nice play by Zach Brunette. Holding the runner Williams Rem at third. With 2 outs now in the 7th, it'll bring up the shortstop Michael Dansky. Dansky has struck out, reached on a wild pitch, fly to left, and singled. The stretch by Slowinski. And the pitch. Inside, a ball and no strikes. Want to know the count to Dansky. Slowinski's pitch is in there for a strike, 1-1. Newberry leads Catawba 9-0. They're in the top of the 8th at Newberry. Next pitch, check swing. Did not go. 2 balls and 1 strike. Two and 1 the count to Michael Dansky. The pitch. Line to center field. Williams tracks it, and he'll make the catch for the 3rd out. So Slowinski comes in, does his job. He retires the side in order. But after 2-run score on the 2-run double by Isaiah Williams-Rem, they had 2 hits and left 1. Stretch time, middle of the 7th. It's Wingate 2, Tusculum 0 on the Pioneer Sports Network. We go to the bottom of the 7th inning. Wingate leading Tusculum by a score of 2-0. Ezra, Brunette, and McCauley due up against Jordan Howard. He got the last 2 outs of the 6th inning, and he would be in line to get the victory if Wingate can hold on to this 2-0 lead. Ezra has singled and reached on an error. Jim Miller with you this afternoon from Pioneer Park. Glad you could join us. Our final baseball broadcast of the 2022 season here on the Pioneer Sports Network. Howard with the first pitch coming to Ezra. He swings and misses, strike 1. UVA Wise beat Limestone 5-3 in game 1 of their doubleheader. Wise got out of a bases-loaded jam in the 9th to knocked that one down, and Lenore Ryan has beaten Carson Newman 9-7. They got out of a bases-loaded one-out jam in the bottom of the ninth. Called strike to Ezra. No balls and 2 strikes. Coker, Lincoln Memorial, 3-3 top of the 8th. That's game 1 of a doubleheader. Stretch by Howard in the 0-2. Up and away, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Howard with the stretch. And the 1-2 pitch. Skied foul. Out of play. One ball and 2 strikes to count. The pitch. Chop foul into the Wingate dugout. Still 1-2. Howard's pitch. Off the plate, 2-2. The stretch and the 2-2. Bounce to first. Adams flips to Howard for the out. 3-1 on the hookup, 1 down here in the 7th. And that'll bring up Zach Brunette. The Tusculum shortstop is 0 for 2. He has struck out and hit into a fielder's choice. Brunette stands in with 1 down. The first pitch from Howard is low and away, 1 ball and no strikes. Next pitch is skied in the air. Off of third base, Williams Rem gives it a look, but it will land out of play. No balls and 2 strikes. Oh, and 2 the count to Zach Brunette. Chopper to short. Dansky with the long throw. Adams with the stretch, and they get the out. Nice play at first base by Brett Adams as he got the stretch on the throw by Dansky for the second out. 2 down here in the 7th, and Blaze McCauley will come to the plate. McCauley has struck out and fouled out. The stretch by Howard, and the first pitch is a foul tip, strike 1. Fouled away. 0-2. One ball and 2 strikes. The count remains to Blaze McCauley with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th. Breaking ball lined into center field for a base hit. So McCauley gets a 2-out single. 5th hit of the game for the Pioneers. And Kyle Williams, the center fielder, comes to the plate. Williams has singled and lined to center. He's 1 for 2. One strike the count to Kyle Williams. Joe's bunt pops it up. It's going to 2-2 pitch. Breaking ball hit foul past third. Still 2 balls and 2 strikes. Lincoln Memorial has taken a 4-3 lead on Coker in the bottom of the 8th inning. Stretch in the pitch. Breaking ball hit to third. Williams' rem goes the short way to King for the force on McCauley, and that'll end the bottom of the 7th inning. No runs, hit, 1 left for Tusculum in the 7th. We go to the 8th. Wingate 2, Tusculum nothing on the Pioneer Sports Network. We're at the top of the 8th inning with Wingate leading by a score of 2-0. Bulldogs have out hit the Pioneers 7-5. First pitch from Slowinski is in there for a strike. Next pitch is a ball. One ball, one strike, the count. One and two the count to McNeely. Line to right field. DeSantos will back up, and he'll make the catch for the out. McNeely 0 for 4. One down in the 8th. And Mitch Ferris, who started as the pitcher and is now the DH, will come to the plate. He is 0 for 3. He's flied out, grounded out, and struck out. Ferris cannot win the game as he left with a scoreless tie. And the first pitch is high for a ball, 1-0. One ball and no strikes to count. Slowinski's pitch is high, 2 balls and no strikes. Next pitch is a strike, 2-1. Slawinski with a 2-1 pitch. Inside and low, 3-1. Three and one the count. The pitch. Bounce foul past first, 3-2. Three and two the count to Ferris. Slawinski's pitch. Called strike three. Ferris caught looking for the second straight time. He is 0 for 4. First strikeout for Slawinski. The final line on Tyler Harmon. 6 innings plus, 7 hits, 2 earned runs, a walk, and 6 strikeouts. 79 pitches, 49 strikes, 30 balls. Very, very nice job today by Harmon. We up to the offense now to bail him out as the first pitch to the right fielder Grayson Chapman is a called strike. Chapman's 1 for 3. He has struck out, singled, and flied out. Next pitch from Slawinski bounces up there, a ball and a strike. 1-1 the count to Chapman. Hit to first, it's foul. 1 ball and 2 strikes. One and two the count to Chapman. Slawinski's pitch. Line to right field. DeSantos misjudged it and it gets past him. He'll go all the way to the fence, backed up by Williams. Turning second and heading to third is Chapman, and he will get there. What should be a triple. So Chapman will get his second triple of the season. He is at third base with 2 outs. Tough play. It was a sinking line drive. DeSantos would have had to play. Oh, a single and an error. Single and a 2-base error on DeSantos for letting the ball skip past him. And now we're going to have a discussion about the bat. We've seen this happen this year in Division I baseball. They're going to check the bat. Let's see what the call is here. The 3 umpires having the discussion. And they've come to a conclusion. I think it has to do with pine tar on the bat. They're having the discussion now with Wingate's coach, Jeff Gregory, and see what the ruling is here. Now they're going to bring it across to the other side and talk to Tusculum coach Brandon Steele, who's made his way out of the dugout. And we'll see what the ruling is. And they're going to take the bat out of play. Let's see. First base umpire, Trevor Hinson, will run that bat down to the locker room area. I guess the ruling is that the play stands. He has now made his way back to the field as Hinson. He will resume his position at first base. So the bat is taken out of play, but the play stands. So it's a single and a two-base error. And Brett Adams, who has singled twice and walked and scored a run. He started that rally in the 7th. First pitch from Slowinski is in there for a strike. Newberry has beaten Catawba 10-0 is the final score there. Next pitch is a called strike, 0-2. LMU leads Coker 5-3 in the 9th in game 1 of that doubleheader. Slowinski with the stretch and the 0-2. Swing and a miss. He got him. So Slowinski, after the single and the two-base error, gets Adams swinging for his second strikeout. No runs, a hit, an error, and one left. Bottom of the 8th. It is Wingate 2, Tusculum 0 on the Pioneer Sports Network. Here at the bottom of the 8th inning, Tusculum trailing by a score of 2-0. They will have the top of the lineup here against right-hander Jordan Howard, who came in the 6th, has retired 5 of the 6 batters he's faced. Ryan DeSantos, the right fielder, will lead it off. DeSantos has struck out, sacrificed, and singled. He is 1 for 2. Howard's first is low for a ball, 1-0. 1 ball and no strikes, the count to DeSantos. He'll be followed by Fernandez and Keener here in the 8th. Sky to left field. Mottinger towards the line, and he'll make the catch for the out. 1 down here in the 8th. And Rudy Fernandez will bat. Fernandez is 0 for 3. He has lined to center, fly to right, and been out on a bunt attempt. Stretch by Howard. And the pitch. Low and away, 1 ball and no strikes. 2 balls and 1 strike, the count to Rudy Fernandez. Called strike, 2-2. Two balls and 2 strikes. Howard with the set. And the pitch. Breaking ball hit to second. Big hop for the second baseman. King on to first for the out. 2 up and 2 down here in the 8th, and Zane Keener will step in. Keener has struck out, popped up, and grounded out. He's 0 for 3. Activity continues in the Wingate bullpen. First pitch is called strike. One strike, the count to Zane Keener. Low and in for a ball, 1-1. Lincoln Memorial has beaten Coker 5-3 in Game 1 of that doubleheader. LMU now 13-6 in the conference. And they can slip past Lenore Rhine for third place with a victory in Game 2. Next pitch is golfed foul down the right field side, and it will land in the bullpen. 1-2 the count to Keener. Stretch by Howard. 1-2 pitch. Called strike 3. Second strikeout for Jordan Howard. And he throws a 1-2-3 8th inning. No runs, no hits, nobody left. We go to the 9th. Wingate 2, Tusculum nothing on the Pioneer Sports Network. We go to the top of the 9th inning. One change for the Pioneers. Jaden Stiegel comes in the game to play shortstop, replacing Zach Brunette, who'll bat in the 7th spot in the lineup. Stiegel, one of the seniors for the Pioneers. The only position player of the seniors who has not played yet today. And he'll get a chance here on the first pitch. A high chopper. And the throw on the run is in time for the out as Seaver King grounds out to short. Ball always finds a new guy on the field, and Stiegel up to the challenge for the first out here in the 9th. Tusculum's seniors today included Ezra, who's playing first base, Kavulik, who is the DH today, and Kyle Williams in center field. Stiegel now in the game as the shortstop. The others were all pitchers, including Harmon, who got the start. Also this weekend, Gunnar Becker, Austin Collins, Harbor Jefferson, Sam Lowe, Drew Miller, and Justin Parker, who threw the complete game yesterday in Game 2. Those are the 11 Tusculum seniors. Batting with one out is Isaiah Williams-Rem, and he has the big hit in the game, a 2-run double in the top of the 7th, which has produced the only 2 runs of the game as he swings and misses, no balls and 2 strikes. Due up for the Pioneers in the bottom of the 9th will be the 4, 5, and 6 batters, Ortega, Kavulik, and Ezra. The 0-1 pitch. Low and in, 1-1. Or the 0-2 pitch, sorry, 1-2. Really, this game boils down to those three batters. Adams walk, King single, and Williams Rems double. That walks kill. That's the only walk of the game for either team. And it wound up starting that rally in the 7th inning. Indeed, walks will haunt. 2 outs in the 9th, and Justin Guy is the batter. Guy has singled, flied out, and sacrificed. Slawinski's first pitch is a fastball in the inside corner, strike one. Stretch. The pitch. Inside 1-1. One ball, one strike, the count to Justin Guy. Hit to short. Another chance for Stiegel. His throw across is in time as Ezra holds the bag. Now 1-2-3 inning for Drew Slawinski, who retired 9 of the 10 he faced. And now the Pioneers will try and rally here in the bottom of the 9th. They trail it 2-0 on the Pioneer Sports Network. New pitcher for Wingate as we go to the bottom of the 9th is Corey Avant. The right-hander making his 19th appearance of the season, a 3-1 record, 1 save, 2.29 earned run average, 19 2/3 innings, 15 hits, 5 earned runs, 10 walks, 37 strikeouts, opponents hitting .208 against Avant. The freshman, 6'4", 205 pounds out of Monroe, North Carolina. So we go to the bottom of the 9th. Tusculum trying to rally here. It'll be Ortega, Kavulik, and Ezra here in the bottom of the 9th inning. Christian Ortega, 1 for 3. He has singled, flied out, and grounded out. Avant will try and close this one out for Jordan Howard, who's in line to pick up the victory after 2 2/3 innings of relief. First pitch. Breaking ball, swing and a miss. Will Samuelson has moved into the on-deck circle to bat for Kavulik. The 0-1 pitch. Hit to third. Big hop for Williams Rem. His throw across is in time for the out. 1 down here in the 9th. And Will Samuelson will bat as a pinch hitter. Samuelson hitting .314, 3 home runs, 20 runs batted in. He has started 31 games this season. He started both games yesterday, went 4 for 8 in the doubleheader with 3 runs scored. And he goes after the first pitch, lines it to center field. Guy on the run, he dives, and he makes the catch. Unbelievable catch in right center field by Justin Guy, robbing Samuelson of a hit. And more importantly, getting the second out here in the 9th inning. Great play out there in center field by Guy. He was laid out and made the catch for the second out of the ninth. And Lewis Ezra, the last hope for the Pioneers. Ezra is 1 for 3. He has singled, reached on an error, and grounded out. 2-0 Wingate here, bottom of the ninth, 2 outs. Avant trying to close it out. Called strike. If Ezra reaches, Stiegel would bat. Next pitch, swing and a miss, 0-2. The 0-2 pitch, low, 1-2. One ball and 2 strikes to count to Ezra. Avant with the windup and the pitch. Sky to center field. Guy backtracking, has room, makes the catch, and the game is over. A 1-2-3 ninth inning for Corey Avant, and Wingate finishes off the sweep of the series, winning it by a score of 2-0. Wingate now 18-2 in the conference, as they move one step closer towards locking down the number 1 seed in the conference tournament. Final game totals for Wingate: 2 runs, 8 hits, 2 errors. They left 7. For Tusculum, no runs, 5 hits, 1 error. They left 6. The winning pitcher is Jordan Howard. He's 4-0. Tyler Harmon takes the loss. He's 2-1. Corey Avant gets his second save of the season. Time the game 2 hours and 23 minutes. Play 9 innings here this afternoon at Pioneer Park. Very well played game. Great defense for both teams. 1 timely hit, and that's all it took, is Isaiah Williams-Rem with a 2-run double in the 7th inning. The difference in this one, as Wingate wins it by a score of 2-0. Wingate with the victory, now 38-5 overall, 18-2 in the conference. Tusculum 16-26 overall, 5-16 in the conference. That'll do it for the home schedule for the Pioneers. Their last 5 will be on the road starting Tuesday at King. Many thanks to everyone who makes the broadcast of Tusculum baseball possible through the 2022 season. Thanks to Aaron Fudge, who did a great job on the camera today, shorthanded this afternoon. Great work by Aaron. And thanks to Dom Donnelly as well for his assistance, Jessica Biggers, and everyone in the Athletic Media Relations Department at Tusculum University for their assistance, including myself, Jim Miller, who's saying thank you, and thanks for watching Tusculum baseball throughout the 2022 season. A couple more broadcasts on the Pioneer Sports Network. We'll be home Tuesday for softball against Lee. That'll be a 3 o'clock start.